want to welcome to the stage the wonderful Emmanuel Paul, everybody! Who knew I liked police? I like my women how I like my audience. Captive. No, only joking. I mean captivating. I'm not R. Kelly. I will let you go eventually. You know, I said, look, I'm not going to perform here unless I hear karaoke constantly. How dare I perform in silence? Who wants that sort of thing, you know? I want to hear whoever listens to. I don't want to hear silence, you know, I want to hear badly sung karaoke. I demand it. Have you seen the AI Netanyahu? All the different, like, they've got one where he's got 6 fingers. And then I've got another one where he's drinking coffee that never actually finishes. You know, he's drinking it never actually spills. And he's got a funny name. You know, his name sounds like a Russian guy giving instructions how to play basketball. You know, you get the ball, you put the net, and Yahoo. You know, like, and it's funny, like, we're in Iran now because of the Epstein files. And like, and see all the CEOs who were on the Epstein files. They quit. As soon as he found out, oh, they're on the Epstein files. No, I'm no longer the CEO of JP Morgan. I quit. You know, I resign. Why can't the cartel do that as well? You know. You know, imagine like El Chapo now. El Chapo, boss, the police are here. Oh, I am no longer El Chapo, the boss. I am now the gardener. You're in charge now. It don't work out like that, you know. It's like, it's not fair, you know. Why can't the cartel bosses just sondle off into, you know, the Cayman Islands, like all the other CEOs who are on the Epstein list? You know, but that's the thing. I'm from East London, and in East London, you need a big family. You know, I've got 7 brothers, and their names are Andrew, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and Isaac. Yeah, that's right, you guessed it, I'm Muslim. No, not really, no, I'm Christian. You know. I love me some Jesus and I love bacon sarnies. And the thing is there any atheists in the room? Put your hands up on the atheists. Cool. I've got a question for you, you know. I'm going to give you 2 examples of what I think evolution is. And then I'm going to hit you with a question afterwards. Like, take for example, first example A, you get the rhino that has developed hard outer skin and a long horn so it can fend off his enemies. It's developed that over millions of years, yeah? And example B, you get a scorpion that's got pincers, a hard outer shell, and a poisonous tail. It's developed those over years due to evolution, yeah? Because of the enemies that it's come from. Now my question to you people who are atheists are, why aren't black people bulletproof? It's not rhetorical. You know. You can answer that. Don't worry, there is no wrong answers here. Because I said that and someone shouted out, maybe because evolution's racist. I'm like, boy, evolution doesn't want us to shine. And the thing is, we're not even stab proof. Because where I'm from, in East London, the stabbing's going through the roof. If you read the papers, there's like stabbings every weekend. But at the end of the day, that's what you get for heckling me. Your shit stab. And the thing is, like, when I was born, the doctor said to my mum, don't get too close to this child. He's not going to last 24 hours. 40 years later, my mum still takes his advice. I'm like, Mom, why don't you love me? She's like, the doctor said if you love me, you'll be dead. She honestly thinks that negative energy is keeping me alive. hate this child and he will grow strong. You know, and the thing that was killing me was asthma. You know, and asthma's not the sexiest of all diseases. Back in the day when I had a girlfriend, she was like, hey baby, let's go to bed. I'm like, hold on baby, let me just grab my inhaler. You know, I'd rather have something like schizophrenia, you know, multiple personalities, you know. I'll be having sex like, a sudden night, you know, she'll say to me, you wasn't like this when I met you. I'm like, you damn skippy. I am someone else. And I think having a big family, you have, like, my brother was in the army. You know, he would like, I have big respect for the army. You know, they fight for people who can't fight. You know, like me, who has asthma. So he fights. So, and the thing is, he would always tell me about what they would do in the army. And what general idea of the army was, they would do a lot of borderline gay stuff for morale. You know, and the thing is, when I came home from school one time, because he'd just come off tour from Afghanistan, yeah, and I asked him a question. I was like, what's French kissing? Yeah, because everyone at school was talking about French kissing. And my brother got up, walked over to me, going, and walked away and turned around and said, for morale. And I didn't feel chipper at all. And the thing is, I'm just glad I didn't ask the follow-up question. Like, what's anal? Because he would have done it, you know, for morale. And the thing is, like, what is that noise? Is that karaoke? He's like, and they're coming down here, like, that's just the intro to it. The thing is, like, I'm from East London, and I don't want to go to prison, you know? You may looking like, oh, you're a tall, big lad, you'll do fine in jail. No, I won't. I'll do terrible. If you look at my skin under this light, I have a skin routine, you know? I have a skincare routine, you know? I exfoliate, you know? And if I did exfoliating in prison, the only thing that will be getting exfoliated is my arsehole. And I've got 3 good reasons why I'll be horrible in prison. 3 good reasons. Number 1, I'm a deep sleeper. Number 2, I sleep with my mouth open. And number 3, that's a hell of a way to get one of your 5 a day. You know? So that's the way I keep myself legal and evil, you know, because I don't want to get overly raped. But the thing is, like, have you ever noticed how crackheads never die of cancer? They'll be there all the time, like, you got any change, you know? And it's like, why aren't you dying of cancer? You had the shittest life, and yet you aren't dying of cancer. And then we get King Charles, who has cancer. You know, he's had the best of everything. The best food, the best doctors, the best lawyers. You know what he hasn't had the best? Best crack. I'm telling you, there's an avenue we need to go down here. You know, crack cocaine is probably the cure for cancer, and we just don't want to do it, you know, because they're stigmatized. Yeah, kind of ill. But the thing is, I watched the Coronation of the King. Did anyone else watch the Coronation of the King here? Now, I watched it, but I watched it on acid. No, because Meghan Markle wasn't there, you know? I had to add colour somehow. You know, it was crazy. There was all sorts of delegates there. There was the pink and blue, and there was some elephants there. I don't know how they got in that door, but they were there. But it was amazing, because at the end, because where I live in Leighton, we get the flyover. Yeah, because it goes straight over our house. We get to see it first before it gets to Buckingham Palace. So I'm going outside to watch this now, and all I see is the red arrows flying over. I'm like, what? Where's the rest of the force? The red arrows is at the end. So I go out, watch the TV. It says, due to the weather, we had to cancel 75% of the military flyover. In my head, I thought, they had to cancel military-grade aircraft due to drizzle. I'm like, dear God, I hope it's a sunny day when Russia attacks. And I'm like, no wonder they're always in the Middle East. No rain. It's a travesty, man. It's a travesty. Growing up in East London. Because the thing is, have you ever noticed how, like, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is a racist movie? Ever realised that? The first movie, I'm going to go after this. The first movie, Mr. Willy Wonka sent those tickets all over the world. All over the world. And not one Jamaican turn up. Chocolate and gold, that's two of our favourite things. Just imagine if a Jamaican turned up like, well, go on Willy Wonka. You're not going to want my Willy. And why are these children yellow? Oh, your Umpa did not do this, you know? And the thing is, on a quick side note, I will go on this one now. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is a great code word for hiding cocaine up your ass. I'm gonna leave you with that.